How are we doing, guys? Welcome to the preview and the predicted lineup. Arsenal against Everton. Back in Premier League action after the Champions League game against Monaco in midweek. And listen, we're at that time of the year where games are coming thick and fast. It feels like you finish one and you're already preparing for the next within 48 hours. It's a busy time of the year. And given the fact that we've got some injuries, mainly defensively, yes, it's nice to have a home game, shall we say. It's nice to, play a home Champions League game, then a home Premier League game, not as we have been, accustomed to of late, a tough away, game in the Champions League and then a tough away game in the Premier League. So, yeah, listen, it's going to have its difficulties. I know a lot of people look at Everton at the Emirates as a guaranteed 3 points. And when you look at the history of Arsenal and Everton, especially at home and in the Premier League, I don't believe we've actually got more points against any other team than we have Everton, at home. So it's normally a fixture we always win, bar the odd, exception. But yeah, Everton, they've had a rest, so they'll be fresh and, recharged. They obviously don't have European football in midweek, and then their game at the weekend was called off against Liverpool. So they'll be, fully recharged. But yeah, listen, and last time out in the Premier League, they had a very good 4-0 win at home to Wolves. So they'll be, they'll be encouraged and they'll be... they'll be kind of like ready for, what we fire at them. And like I said, I think the most interesting thing for us is kind of going to be what do we do in terms of team selection? Who's going to be available? The Gabriel one's quite interesting because what seemed like something so innocuous, and, Mikel himself was saying that he was nearly available for the game. Can't even remember who it was now. It's been so mad in terms of the amount of games we've been playing. But he didn't want to risk it. It was the Manchester United game, actually. And then that's gone to a second game and a third game. And it's like, what's going on here? Same with Calafiori. And yeah, listen, at the end of the day, it is what it is. We just have to get on with it. And we have to go into this and pick up the 3 points. It's as simple as that. I actually don't know who the games this weekend are. Give me a second. And in terms of those in and around us, Chelsea, what have Chelsea got this weekend? Because they're just above us now. They've got Brentford at home. It's a shame that's not actually at Brentford, because Brentford's at home in comparison to away are, it's chalk and cheese. Manchester City against Manchester United. Oh, that's a big game, isn't it? And Liverpool at home to Fulham. Liverpool home to Fulham. I can guarantee Fulham won't set up in the way that they did against us, against Liverpool, and they will probably, you know exactly what Fulham are going to do. Yeah, but listen, at the end of the day, we just got to go and take care of our business, go and get the job done. And then what will be the next round of fixtures after that. Man City are away to Aston Villa. It's a tough game, that one, isn't it? We're away to Crystal Palace. Liverpool away to Spurs. And Chelsea are away to Everton. So the next round of fixtures after this one are going to be very interesting, because I'm not saying that we've got an easy game away at Crystal Palace, because that's never an easy game. But in comparison to some of the other fixtures, it's the more favourable. So yeah, listen, it's a long way to go in it. There's so much football to play, and all we can do is just go about our business. It's not all doom and gloom as some people will try to make out. At the end of the day, our last 6 games since we've come back from the international break, we've played 2 in the Champions League, 4 in the Premier League. We've won both Champions League games. And we've won 3 and drawn 1 out of the 4 in the Premier League. Like, come on, it's near enough perfect at the end of the day. Could be a lot worse. Could be Man City right now. But yeah, listen, team selection's going to be interesting. Same with Everton as well. What do they do with the, striking situation? Broga coming back from injury. Will he start this game? Is it Calvert-Lewin? And, they have their own little subplots as to what they're going to do. No doubt there'll be another team that turns up to the Emirates and sits with a dirty, stinking low block. And it's down to us to break it. Get that early goal, and then it opens the game up, and then we can dictate what we want to do, not the other way around. So listen, with that said, let's go and get into the predicted lineup. Started off in goal, David Raya. Straightforward, really. Right back, Jurriën Timber. I believe he will come back into the side and play right back. So for me, that's a very straightforward one. Right centre-back, William Saliba. Again, a very, very straightforward one. Left centre-back, I'm going to go with Gabriel. I think he will be back and available for this game. If not, it's obviously Kirill. But I do think and I do hope that Gabriel will return. Left back, I'm going to go with Miles Lewis-Skelly. I think he's done enough to prove that he's more than capable of doing that job against a very good and dangerous Monaco side. And yeah, absolutely no issues with this at all. Play him there, simple. Moving into the midfield, first of all, Declan Rice. Now, there was some talk that Declan Rice had picked up 5 yellow cards and he was going to be suspended for this game. But that's not true, because 2 of his yellow cards were those in the Brighton game when he got the red. What that actually means is that those don't actually count. So he's on 3, not 5. Just for all of you that might not be aware. But yeah, he starts on the right-hand side. Bukayo Saka. I don't need to say anymore. Seriously. Again, I just don't know what more I need to say. He's just immense. And he's one of ours. Simple. Next to him, Martin Odegaard. Again, very simple. Alongside him, Mikel Moreno. I actually liked the 3 of them as that midfield, and I felt it kind of opened things up a little bit more for Martinelli against Monaco. So that's what I'd like to go with. Then on the left-hand side, I would start Martinelli in this one. Being at home, I do think that we can exploit Everton a little bit more, even if they may sit deep. And then up front, as the main striker, Kai Havertz. And I felt that when he came on against Monaco, he was very good. Energy levels, the pressing, the shutting down. I thought he was good. Scored a goal. Made, Monaco make that mistake for Bukayo Saka's second goal. So overall, really good performance. And he would have got a nice little rest as well. Same as Jurriën Timber. So yeah, I feel that that's a very, very strong lineup. I think that that's absolutely perfect. And then, we're going into Carabao Cup quarter-final action in midweek, and that's where we can go and rest a load more players, and we can play the likes of Wanyeri and etc. And listen, at the end of the day, I'm happy with that. I think that's a strong enough lineup. I think that's more than capable of getting the job done at home against Everton. And all we can do right now is just go about our business, do what we have to do, pick up 3 points, and then see where it takes us each and every week. Simple as that, really. So there we go. That is it for the preview and the predicted lineup. Let me know in the comments section whether you agree or disagree. If you do disagree with that lineup, what would you change, etc. But yeah, let me know. I'm looking forward to the game. It's nice to have a Saturday 3 p.m. kickoff. So we'll see what happens. And let's get our job done. And then who knows what happens in the other games. Who knows? But yeah, listen, if you're new around here, hit the subscribe button, smash a like on this video, and I will see you lot very soon. I'm out of here.